Hi, everybody. Okay, so we are going to be in a week of all things banking, which has to do with you. So, checking and savings accounts. You may already have a checking and a savings account open, or one, maybe you have just a checkings or just a savings. And how you determine what you have is a checking account. Typically, you'll get either checks and or a debit card. And a debit card is very different than credit card. I actually sometimes get frustrated when people say, hey, just use my credit card. Is it a credit card or a debit card? So a debit card is linked to your bank, which means you're accessing your money. So instead of carrying cash in your wallet, you put the cash in the bank and you can use it through the debit card. Okay, so you can swipe at places or you can go to the ATM and put your debit card in there and access that money. That's yours. Okay, so you're going to learn lots of banking things, and I'll be checking in with you because this week is super important because it's the basics that everybody should know. Okay, so the first week you're going to see is, the first day, I'm used to it being a week. So the first day is on just checking accounts, okay? And then a little bit more checking on Tuesday if you're following it the way you should. And then savings accounts, a little bit more on savings, and then a little bit of banking fun, kind of doing some interactive activities and thinking about it holistically as a banking unit, okay? So one of the things I wanted you to know is that if you open a checking account, like I said before, you are putting your money into a bank and you can access it through the debit card. You need to pay attention to all the different sort of like rules that the bank has. For example, at my bank, I can use all of that money that I put in there. So if I put $500 in there today, and that's what I have in my bank, I can use all $500. I also can use more than $500. So here's what I mean by that. If I go to Walmart today and spend $559, my bank will allow me to do that. Now remember, I said I only had $500, so that means I still owe the bank $59. So not only do I owe the bank $59, they're gonna have a overdraft fee. It's called. So I'm gonna also have to pay them for that because it's a bank. It's supposed to be an account that's just my money and I have it at my exposure. Where I decided to use it like a credit card, and you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to borrow money that way. It's supposed to be just a banking checking account. Okay, so if you tend to use it the ways that you shouldn't, there's consequences. So you're going to learn about that. I also have a savings account linked to that same thing. So if I go to the ATM right now with my one debit card, because I have a checking and a savings, so if I go to the store right now, it's always used through my checking account. But if I go to the ATM, I can pull money from my savings or from my checking. Okay, so that's kind of neat that you have those two accounts. And of course, a savings account is meant to be saved. The rule at my bank is that I always have to keep a $5 minimum in my savings account. So if I have $500 in my savings, okay, and I go to the ATM, I can take out $495. And actually, I can't do that because ATMs, you can only pull out 20s. But say I go to the bank or inside the bank, I can pull out $495. I have to leave $5 in there to keep it an active account. And I think there's some sort of consequences to pulling out the extra $5. I'm not sure what they are. But those are the types of things you want to be asking your bank. Okay. The interest rate that I have with my savings isn't enough to like make me want to save. I make a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, sorry. There's kids. There's a summer school going on here. So that's the checking and savings. Okay. So the next part is um, so cute. Um, uh, what else do I want to make sure you know? All right, hold on. Um, I think that's pretty much it. Just making sure you know the difference. I just linked to your debit card. At the end of this week, you're going to do a fun little simulation to see what an ATM machine looks like. You'll have to excuse it because it's from a. There was really hard to find these types of things. It's like every fall and for the fall and spring semester, I asked students. I was like, what kinds of things could make this class better or easier for you to manage? And a lot of them just said, if you can throw more activities that are live in there, they played a couple games that they really liked and that made them feel like they're actually participating in these things in life, right? Like actual participating in banking and participating and taking out a loan and things like that, it's just hard to find them. And so the ATM thing that I found that the spring and the fall students weren't able to do, it's through like another country, I think. So it's a little bit different than what your ATM would look like, but it's got the same basics. And I'll be putting a video in there to make sure that you understand it, anyways. But so look forward to those types of things and really focus on this week. This week is things that you absolutely should just know. So you might have heard or know some of it already. Maybe you already have a banking account, but it gives you that little bit of, okay, if I have money, where does my money go and what should I do with it? Okay. And talking about all the banking aspects. Please remember, okay, that like we've only got, this is crazy, that you're pretty much doing 4 weeks of stuff in 1 week. So just be patient with me as I'm doing grading. And if you have questions, ask them as they come to you, because you might forget it by the time I respond, or you might not go back and look at it. So please just ask questions as you go. I promise I am here with you this 5 weeks. So if you're doing something, if it's midnight and you need to throw me an email while you're thinking of the question, go ahead and throw me the email. Just know I probably won't respond until the following morning. But ask questions, okay? If something's not working, let me know ASAP so I can find you something else. Um, if you're like, I don't really understand what this means, let me know. I send you a voice clip explaining it. Let me know as you go, please, 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 because this course is so valuable, but you're cramming it in this 5 week session. So to get the most out of it, just talk to me, okay? Ask those questions, send me that email, all right? Other than that, have a great week. You'll see me a couple more times. And if things come up that seem to be struggles, pay attention to that. And oh, one last thing. In an assignment, I think I just did this. What assignment was it? What do you value? You'll notice this little comment area, right? I had to add in a class comment because the link wasn't working already. Crazy, just worked this spring. So I had to add in another link for you to access this stuff. So pay attention to, if something's not working, go check here first to see if I already uploaded it. And then you can go from there and then email me and say, oh, she didn't upload something. Maybe she doesn't know that it's not working yet. Okay. All right, phew, I think we're all set. Have a great week. Email me as you go, please, and we will connect soon.